Yeah, so I had a little brief intermission there with my phone. So I'm just glad and honored to be here, just to be alive to see another day. So I just want everyone to know that hey, we're all are God's children. Every last one of us, from the little baby, newborn baby, to the oldest of of man or woman that's alive. And but I really my topic of discussion really is about the trucking industry. I wanted to give a brief synopsis of my life, how I started out, became what I am today. I am a owner operator, business owner of my company, and this is something that was in me when the time I walked out of the military back in 2003 was to eventually become my own boss man. After the first few months of driving, I knew that I wanted to be my own boss man, my own boss. I want to have my own company. I didn't want a whole lot of trucks. I just wanted a few trucks, and also and so from 2003 to 2024, that's approximately 21 years. Just 2 years ago, I was an owner operator for that, but just 2 years ago, I became a bona fide owner of a company. And I guess when you have a dream to have a business or whatever it may be, it don't have to necessarily be trucking. It could be a restaurant, it could be a dry cleaner, it could be a cleaning service, a clerical service, or accountant, whatever service it is, or whatever it is that's inside of you that you want to become it, or not just become, but something that you have ownership of, which means whatever it is you create with your hands or done with your hands, and it brings in wealth, you should pursue that. I know we live in a time now where good credit is supreme, and having access to money, capital to do these things. But if it's in you, and you test your spirit and your inner man, the soul of your very essence of your being, if that's what you're supposed to do, then you need to do it. Don't wait another day, a wishing, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Reach within yourself and grab that, what's inside of you, because God has given every one of us a talent. He's given us talents, gifts. He's given us things to have where we can have wealth in our hand. And so what I want to do was I want to explain to you that the last year has been a tough year. It's been a tough year as far as what I'm able to do, the job that I hold dear to my heart, the profession I hold dear to my heart, the dream that's inside of me. It's like the world was what's going on with the world. It tried to rob you of your dream. It tried to rob the very essence of you as a person. I don't think God make mistakes. I know he don't make mistakes. So when we're sitting here, we see what's going on around us in the world of today. We're all trying to find our way. We're trying to find our purpose. We're trying to find the right people to connect with, whether it be job, whether it be relationship, whether it be business partnership. We're all searching for that purpose that belongs to us. You know, I was married for over 20 years and I never stopped dreaming. And I told even my first wife, I said, this is what I want to do. It's inside of me. I have to do it. But because I'm in the military, we have children, I'm a push to my children get to the point where they're old enough to grab the same things in life like I grabbed as when I was a kid, their age and teenage, and be able to sustain on their own. And so I'm grateful right now, even though I was divorced, but I'm remarried now. But I never stopped dreaming. I never stopped my purpose because of my wife or my ex-wife, and now my new wife. I never stopped dreaming. I've had, between that divorce and restarting again another marriage, I never stopped doing what I was supposed to be doing, what I felt I had to do. I've had a lot of girlfriends in between. I've been there, done it, everything you can think of. And here I am in 2024, April the 24th, 2024. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. Just a week ago, I felt like I wanted to just walk away from everything. Just walk away from it, man. It was just getting too much. You know, last year the trucking industry done took a deep dive, and God blessed me. He put me around people to help push me. And I had to basically uproot myself from my home in South Carolina to coming out here to Oklahoma to run a business. And I don't gravitate towards a lot of I'm not there yet. There's no need for no celebration because I have not arrived. And there's a lot of people out there have not arrived, but they still keep pushing till they arrive. And when we say when we arrive, that means we arrive to a certain place where we're good for the next 20 years. When you arrive to a point in your life where you're financially set, where you don't have to worry about nothing for the rest of your life until the day you die. That's where everybody is trying to go to that status quo. We see a lot of homelessness. We see a lot of pin on the government for everything. I'm not knocking that. I'm not knocking down people out there from eating and feeding their children and feeding their families. At the same time, there is purpose in every man, woman, boy, and child, girl, boy, and child. There's a purpose in every man and woman. You see people coming from overseas. You see them coming from overseas and from third world countries, coming to the United States and go straight to the top. And one of the reasons why they strive to go to the top, because the United States make it easy for them to go to the top. I've seen Vietnamese, I've seen Indians, I've seen people from Afghanistan, Pakistan, Russians, Ukrainians. I've seen people from all walks of life, Japanese, Korean, Asian community, Mexicans. I've seen people thrive. And here we are. We got more people on YouTube and all these other sources of streams of podcasts and everything. I see everybody talking. And so stop talking. Put your hands to the plow. That's really what it's really all about. Put your hands to the plow. I'm not a biblical theologist, but it says that when a man puts his hands to the plow and he's plowing he's purposely driven to make sure he plows a straight road. And if he keeps looking back, if the road is crooked, is it straight, is it slanted, is it curvy, he's not fit for the kingdom of heaven. I'm still trying to understand that scripture. But I think I understand most of what it's saying. If you always looking back at your past, if you always looking back at your past and hanging yourself up, how can you ever go forward? How can you ever go forward? So we need to move forward in our purpose and our vision. Each one of us has a vision. You don't have to go to every church getting the doctrine or getting the word. Yes, there are people that needs to go and hear it, but if you got purpose in you, it's in you. Put your hands to the plow. So my hands is on the plow, and like I said, I just want to give up and just try something different. But something's inside me say it won't let me go. It won't let me go. So I'm gonna keep striving and pushing. And I'm just happy about what I do. I'm so happy about what I do. I'm a brother. I have 4 other brothers, actually 3 other brothers. I have 3 other brothers. I have 3 sisters. So we're a family of 7. We lost a brother back years ago. So it was 8 of us. And my mom and daddy was young. They was young when they had us. They was young. They was young when they had us, man. My mom was like, she started off like she was 15. My daddy's, he was right there with my mom, but he met her a little while ago. But my mom and dad together had all 8 of us, and we lost 1. So my family is very strong. My mom and daddy, you know, I never seen a time where I saw my mom work. She not had worked a job, but she worked still. She worked a lot out, whether it was out in the garden, whether it was out helping our landlord back in the day. I see my mom work as well. I see my daddy work. He taught us all. He taught us how to put our hands on the plow. So much love to my mom and dad. So I come from a somewhat of a structured house, a structured home. I mean, you had brothers. We was fighting for just about everything. You know, my sisters, it's like all of us was fighting for everything, but it was good. It was some trauma in our family as well, so a little dysfunction. But for the most part, we come from a solid background. And my mind serves me right. The first thing they taught us was how to pray at a young age. Because they knew something. They knew that the world out here was gonna be was cruel, wicked, hard, and they don't take no prisoners. They will eat you alive. I mean, you talking about prisoners. Yes, there are people that are prisoners inside the prison system. But when it comes to the world and our view, you know, they really showed us how to get down with the nitty gritty. So when I look at my brothers and sisters, man, right now, I'm very happy with my brothers and sisters, man. We all work, you know, successful with our. We may not have buku success, but we are successful where we're at. It doesn't mean we don't want more or want to go higher. But we don't have no excuse either. We don't make excuses. None of my brothers and sisters make excuses. Yeah, we may have been married, remarried, ex-wives, whatever. That's one thing I can say about my family. We don't make excuses. We strive. And that's what you look at. You look at the word today, a lot of excuses, a lot of handouts. And a lot of handouts are not good. A lot of the handouts not good. So, but I am so happy and grateful now. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have my life, I have my being, I have my business, and I have a good family. I don't have a whole lot of friends like that. I mean, I do have a brother-in-law that we're real close like that. But other than that, I don't have many men friends. You know, I don't have many men friends like that. So it ain't like I got to go out to hang out with the fellas because there ain't nobody to hang out with like that. And my brother-in-law, we hang out whenever we get together. But other than that, nah, it ain't no going to no bar. It ain't none of that. So much love though. Much love to those, who have the same idea or at the same, just a plain level. Yes, we want to go higher. We want to go higher and we want to do more, better, even better things. But, it's good to be content with what you have. And when you're content with what you have and you want to go further, because it seems like you'll never be satisfied. It's like some people never satisfied. It don't matter what it is, never satisfied. And we already seen what millions and millions of dollars could do. Not to say I don't want millions of dollars. I do. But we want to have a right judgment when we have that kind of money. And if you have not been trained in your life to have millions, if you haven't been trained in your life to even how to nurture a $1 bill, how the hell you gonna grab? How you gonna know how to do it with millions of dollars? We see exactly. I mean, we see what's going on here, man. The good, just like I heard a friend of mine say, good men finish last. It ain't enough to just be good. 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 Because if you think about that, you think about what the young rich ruler said to Jesus. And I'm not no biblical scholar, but he said he'd been good all his life. He done the right thing with his finances, money, and all this other stuff. And the only thing Jesus said to him that probably would have took him to way up in another level, he said, sell everything you have and follow me. And you thought good was just enough, and it's not. Jesus only made one comment to him. He didn't give him a big story about wealth and riches. He said one thing to that young rich ruler. Sell everything you have and follow me. And he could not even do that. So that tells you right there. Wealth and riches. If you think in carnal, it's far beyond what we could ever ask or think. And so it's good to be content. If the money comes in your hand, just be content. Be content. And so, like I said, we're in America. There's a lot of people that made millions and gazillions of dollars. And I'm part of that industry that makes gazillions of dollars. And so I'm going to keep striving to be the best that I can be in every area of my life. Whether it's trying to be a better husband, a better friend, a better dad, a better businessman, I'm going to do it. And I appreciate everyone that saw this video. God bless.